You've seen the long hours, the sacrifices, the setbacks, and now you've seen the success. To the communities who welcomed us and the nation that guides us, to the past that brought us here and the future we're about to build, to Yintah, to the bear, beaver, frog, and caribou clans, to teamwork, to legacy, and to the bright future of Dome Mountain. This is just one more example of what can be built when you have family by your side.
Hi, my name's Anna Serin. I'm Director of Listings Development with the Canadian Securities Exchange. You're joining us here today in Smithers, BC at the Dome Mountain Mine, which is the project for Blue Lagoon Resources. And I'm joined by none other than Rana Vig, the President, CEO, and Director of Blue Lagoon. Rana, what a special day this has been.
It's been incredible. You know, it's a long time coming. I've been working on this with my team for 5 years now.
Yeah.
And boy, it was all the ups and downs. And you know, it tested a lot of our patience to say, you know, are we actually going to get here? And but, you know, we did it. And here we are.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's talk about why we're here. So we are here today because Blue Lagoon has received 1 in 9 permits that BC has given out in the past decade. Is that right?
Amazing? Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible.
Only 9 permits have been issued for full mining permits.
Yeah.
In 10 years, only 9, and 2 of those were for coal.
Yeah.
So really, only 7 metallic permits in 10 years.
Amazing. Well, I've had a chance to meet your team over the past few days up here. And I think it's a kudos to your team for having pulled this off, as well as yourself. I mean, there's a reason why this permit was obviously given. I'm really taken aback by the fact that this mine started in operation 1980. Is that right?
That's correct.
And it was in operation until the early 90s. That some of the team that were involved in the 80s, they're still working here today for you.
Well, one of the key guys, our underground miner, Cobra Mining, Wayne, just very, very passionate individual who knows this mine like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's been waiting really all of his life for this thing to happen. And I don't know if you had a chance to speak to him earlier, and he'll tell you, like, it was like, you know, he just gave up all hope because so many people have tried to get, you know, things going, but a number of reasons, right? I mean, gold prices weren't cooperating, I guess, right? The price just wasn't there. A lot of regulatory issues. So, you know, it often happens in business, right? Many people try, and then somebody fortunate like myself gets to come at the tail end of it here and make it all come together.
You get to cross the finish line.
Yeah.
But look, I think this is pretty unique to have technical experience on the ground that knows a project as well as he does and worked on it as long as he does. This seems unique to me that this is happening.
Well, there's many unique things here, right? I mean, look, we're less than an hour away from the town, right? So
yeah.
They joke that they can buy a coffee at Tim Hortons and it's still warm when it gets here. So no helicopters,
it's
no
true.
camps.
Yes.
Right? And it's unique because from that, then it goes into, I can get very senior talent, you know, to come and work up here for us because they don't want to be, you know, in the bush anymore, or somewhere in a camp at minus 40 below.
That's right.
So they want to be back home with their families. So there's a lot of unique things. It really is like family. I'm so blessed that the team that we've assembled here has taken so much ownership of this project.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about that aspect of it at all.
Yeah, I don't think you're exaggerating that because I felt emotional today watching the opening ceremony. You guys really are a family. And everyone gets to go home at night to their families, which is amazing. The other thing I thought was interesting is you're in operation all year round.
That's right. You know, again, 365 a year, all around, road accessible.
Yeah.
Very, very easy, less than an hour away.
Well, you're too nice to make your team do that, but almost 365, right?
Well, you know, it's funny. Well, it's funny. I said that to them here. They said, no, it'll be 365. I said, come on, guys. You got to take a couple of days off at least. Christmas?
Yeah, absolutely. We also got a chance to go into the mine yesterday and do a mine tour. Thank you very much for including us in that. It seems like it's a bit of a smaller operation, but talk to us a little bit about the beauty of this permit and how you guys are going to proceed between the drilling component and the exploration component.
Well, this is one of the reasons why this mine has taken so long to come, to be taken to the finish line, because it was dismissed for a long time. Everybody kept thinking, "Oh, this project is too small."
Yeah.
But I'm not I'm from the outside really of the industry, right? I'm not a mining engineer. I'm not a geologist, so my brain thinks just differently. So when I studied this industry, when I got involved in here, what I learned was that most companies are just focused on drilling, make it as large as possible and hope somebody will take them out.
Yeah.
Well, that happens once in a while.
Yeah.
Right. But the majority of the time that never happens. So shareholders are left holding the bag because they continue dilute. The dilution is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So our approach has been, completely different, right? Is to say, okay, here's a mine that we believe can be permitted because of the high grade nature. We got 9 grams a ton, and we're talking about these incredibly high gold prices.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic combination for us that environment to be in.
Yeah.
So that just works.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And it's amazing because, your early stage investors that joined you from the get-go, get that benefit of being able to move into this next stage. Now, another thing that's a little bit unique about what you're doing is typically we'll see exploration companies get to this point and pass it on to, a bigger mining company. You guys are doing it yourself, and you're bringing in some experts to help you do it. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, look, what people have forgotten is all giants, all great companies started with one mine.
That's right.
You ever heard of Agnico?
That's right.
1957, one mine.
Yep.
Today, they're 11.
That's right.
And they became Agnico Eagle because in the 70s, they merged with another company. So why do I bring that up? Well, that's the opportunity we have here. With the high grade, 9 grams a ton, with the high prices, as we get cashed up, what opportunities is that going to open up for us?
I think Goldcorp too was an exploration company with 1 or 2 projects.
All giants were founded with one mine.
Okay, well, Rana, I want you to be the next giant. That's what I want for you.
Well, look, we've worked hard. We've laid the foundation.
Yeah.
And let's see now how our team and others, how we can build from that foundation.
Yeah. Well, if I could just say, the one thing I think that we see as most important when we're looking at investing in these types of projects is the team, and getting to meet your team over the past 2 days. I just have such faith in what you guys are going to be able to accomplish. And we're just so happy to have you with us as part of the CSE family. Congratulations, Rana.
Thank you so much. We're very proud to be on the CSE. As you know, I've been a long time supporter of the CSE.
Yeah.
Love all of you guys there. You're extremely helpful, and we're proud to be a CSE listed company.
Wonderful. Well, can we come back and visit?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thanks, Rana.
Thanks for having me.
So we wanted to identify a new resource, upgrade the one we have, get into production, develop a partnership, and all the while, with Rana here, we saw eye to eye. That included developing an understanding and a beneficial partnership with the Lake Babine Nation. And I'm honored to be working and meet every single one of you. I really, truly, I honor you.
I am here with Bill Cronk, who is the main geologist at the Dome Mountain Mine. Bill, thank you so much for hosting us the past few days.
Very nice to meet you.
Okay, so yesterday we had the opportunity to go in and do a bit of a mine tour,
yes.
which was really exciting for me. That was my first mine tour, by the way.
Mine tour.
So thank you for leading the way and explaining everything. I was surprised that it's a bit of a smaller property, right? Or it's a bit of a smaller operation. But tell me about kind of how you have various things all happening at once.
Well, the property itself is 22,000 hectares.
Yeah.
The mine lease we have here in the Dome Mountain Mine is a little over 60 hectares.
Okay.
So we do have a small footprint here.
Yes.
And we are exploring the rest of the property.
Yeah.
So from day one, our goals were to, prove up the mine.
Yep.
Prove up the resource, get the permits, and get into a cash flow, which the cash flow would supply the funds for further infill drilling to grow the resource.
Yep.
And discover other near mine resources on the property.
Yeah. Now, listen, that's typically what exploration companies want to achieve. You guys have done it. So we're here today on the grand opening of the mine. You have received your permit. This is really exciting.
Yes. Now, we added one more thing in here, too, was just a wonderful agreement and relationship with the Lake Babine Nation.
I was going to ask about that. There was many members of the band here today in support of what was happening.
Very much so.
Tell us about that relationship.
Well, it started from day one as well. This is a relationship that you just don't create a relationship.
Yeah.
You earn a relationship.
That's right.
It's all about trust. Promises made, promises kept.
Yeah.
You know, and we've worked together with their people as employees, as counselors, and as friends. And over 5 years, we've come to an agreement,
Yes.
a restart agreement with the Lake Babine Nation. And they support us 100% in our efforts here.
Well, they did an unbelievable ceremony opening
Yes.
things up today. It was, I mean, it's so spectacular. The views that you see here, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty nice place to call your office, isn't
It is. Well, we like we support health and safety every day. We support the respect of the land.
Yes.
In the Lake Babine Nation, it's called Yintah.
Okay.
And today in the drum ceremony, each clan sang a song: the Wolf Clan, the Bear Clan, the Beaver Clan, and the Frog Clan.
Yeah.
And it was all about Yintah and protecting it.
Absolutely.
And we fully absorbed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was.
You could feel it.
It was emotional today.
Yeah.
And everyone felt very held together like family. There's a lot of deep rooted relationships here,
There
which is
is.
so neat. One thing that we talked about yesterday was that so right now we're at the opening of the mine itself.
Yes.
But that up on the mountain above us is where you're doing the exploration work. So you were talking yesterday about the fact that the goal is really to get into that revenue generating
Right.
that'll fund.
Infill drilling and growth of the resource.
That's right.
So right now, the resource, 234,000 ounces, mostly in the measured and indicated category. It has a strike length of 500 meters and a down dip extent of 200.
Okay.
In exploration and drilling, we've doubled the strike length and doubled the down dip extent already.
Yeah.
But we haven't infilled it yet.
Okay.
So we're at 1 million plus ounces. We just need to infill it.
Yep.
You know, we need about 25,000 meters of drilling
That's amazing.
spread over the next few years based on our cash flow, and we'll have a
Yeah.
very respectable resource already underground,
Yeah.
permitted and growing. We're a great relationship with Lake Babine Nation.
Yeah.
We're in good
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah. And
Now,
that's
we have a near mine discovery 750 meters from this spot, a
Wow.
completely different vein.
so the opportunity
Yeah.
is pretty great
Yes,
in the years
yes.
to come. Great for shareholders because you're not having to go back to market
Exactly
over
right.
and over again if all
Yeah.
goes well. And I think just great for mining generally in BC for us to see these permits being given and for stuff to go into production. I talked to Rana about, the fact that it is a little unique. You guys are going from exploration and taking it all the way into production. You're keeping exploration going at the same time.
Yeah.
I think this is unique. And I love the footprint of this, that it's all happening here with the team that started it all.
Well, right. And one of the things Rana always says is, that's how Barrick got started.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bill, it seems that there's various elements of this operation where you guys really are making environmental impact, at the forefront of what you're doing here. Tell us about that.
Well, maybe environmental impact is the wrong word.
Okay.
We don't want to impact the environment in any way. We want to prevent
That's a
any
great
impact.
answer. Yeah.
So our mine right now is making 35 liters per minute.
Yeah.
Into our settling pond. We can treat that for all elements and discharge into the environment, meet all guidelines. That's proven.
Yeah.
We right now 35 liters per minute. Our capacity is 450 liters a minute. So we've over-engineered. We built this thing big for any event and growth,
Right.
both down dip and on strike. So
Yeah.
we can handle a lot more water treatment responsibility here.
So you
Plus-
took us down to the treatment center today, and we
Yes.
got to see a look at the process. It's quite a process that you put the water
Yeah.
through, and it ends up going into the fishing lake that's right down below, which is so incredible to me that it is pure water by the time you guys are done with it to go down
Yes.
to the
Yes.
right into the lake.
Our partnership with Lake Babine Nation, like I said before, promises made, promises kept.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep that promise.
Yeah.
And we're going to grow slowly and organically in size and ability.
Yeah.
Keeping those promises all along.
Yeah.
And Lake Babine will grow
Yeah.
with us on that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Bill, this has been so exciting to be a part of this. Thank you so much
I'm
for
really
having
excited
us.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really
Yeah.
spectacular day.
Yeah.
The weather played out for all of us. And I'd love to come back and visit again.
You're more than welcome, and you're always welcome underground.
Wonderful. Thank
Right.
you, Bill.
You betcha. Glad to meet you.
We are now about to commission the official opening of Dome Mountain.
Wow.
Let's go.
Go.
Yes. Thank you.
That meant a lot for me. I thought a lot about this. Thank you. Appreciate you, buddy.
You too.
All right. Congratulations to you.